Hello, Taurus. I forgot whose video I was doing for half a second there. How are you guys doing? Happy summer? My sun sign is Taurus. Bull gang, what's up? This month for you, I have 2 oracle cards, a rune from my Elder Futhark, and I'll be doing a 12 card classic Celtic cross spread. Yeah. This is the first time I've worn lipstick in a really long time. I like it. It looks dark and mysterious. Alright, let's get into it. How are you guys doing? I feel like, wow, I'm struggling with this right now. I feel like Taurus is probably struggling with some of the same things. Indecision, not knowing exactly which path to take. You know, feeling a little bit of anxiety coming from you guys. It could also be a little bit of my nervousness of just being on camera in general, but surrender just tried to flip over. That's too many. Just one, please, Spirit. Just one for my bull gang. Hey. Okay. Perseverance. Nice. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Awesome. And also on the bottom is health. Take care of your health, Taurus. Make sure when you are indulging, you don't overindulge. I've personally actually been looking into fasting and intermittent fasting and stuff like that. Not for losing weight, but just for feeling more healthy and connecting to spirit. I think it's really important. Anyway, perseverance. The message is pretty straightforward with that. You know what you can do. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. And as a soul, you're on a mission in this physical dimension. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you first might think. In order to experience many successes, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Wow. This message is meant for the collective of Taurus, but it's ringing really true for me right now. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you've always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Take a chance on me. Whoa, ABBA. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Take a chance on me. Woo. What is your soul calling you to do, Taurus? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. So one card came out, and then a bunch more cards came out, and then the Fool flipped over. So I feel like we're ready to start. And we're going to start with the Fool. Oh. And the card that came out was actually the Sun. Oh, that's kind of beautiful. Okay. The Fool. Taurus, this month you are the Fool. The card, the Fool, is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is here to show you what needs to end so that you can move forward. The Fool steps with his intuition, represented by the dog, and no baggage from the past. That's just like what he needs to survive. This is the element of spirit, and also it's important to note that the sun is shining on this endeavor. The sun is very bright in the sky, and he's also holding a giant poppy. So he's taking pleasure in his hand and taking that risk to step off the cliff onto a new endeavor. That's really beautiful, Taurus. Also, the sun just came out and it got warm. Ooh! Alright, crossing the foolish man is the Seven of Wands, the Lord of Valor. So this is a card of Leo. It is ruled by Mars, and it is showing that we, our inner strength, exactly what Perseverance is talking about, is matching our outer strength. Yeah. To be valiant, the word valiant actually comes from Valkyrie, but I'm not going to get into that because it's not really the point. Alright, third card out. Your goal or destiny is the Lord of Established Strength. This is a card of Aries. It is illuminated by the sun, and anything when the sun is illuminating, it's guided by spirit. It's guided by source. So that's pretty excellent. In the far past, we have the Nine of Pentacles, but reversed. So in the far past, either you did have quite a bit of material gain come to you, or you were blocked in having material gain come to you. It depends on how you personally resonate. Yeah, so this is a card of Virgo and is ruled by Venus. Anything ruled by Venus essentially speaks to our relationships with others, not just romantic, but friendships, business relationships, and the things and acts that we do to nurture ourselves. So this card, the Nine of Pentacles, is a pretty happy card. It indicates that we were in a time of abundance, or abundance was taken from us. Wow, okay. This is the second read where this card has been the exact same position. The next card, which is our more recent past, is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, this is two deacons of Aries, one deacon of Pisces. The Queen of Wands has high intuition and drive and ambition. She's very ambitious. At her best, she could be somebody, or they can be somebody that can really help get the ball moving, so to speak. However, at their lower vibrations, they could be very tyrannical, and it has to be done my way kind of thing. And the future influence with the Chariot, which is the major arcana card for Cancer. The Chariot actually shows the god Hermes. You might know him as Mercury, with two sphinxes. The sphinxes are supposed to represent yin and yang energy. So active and passive, masculine and feminine. The Chariot, Hermes, takes those energies and balances them, and in doing so is able to obtain the victory and the forward movement. It is a balancing act, and it looks like you're well on your way. It did come out reversed though, so it could very well feel like you're not moving forward, and if that is the case, then maybe take a look at your, actually so far there's no water in here, so maybe you do need to take a look at whether you are living in balance or not. Alright, the next four cards. So, your current position. The Seven of Cups. The Lord of Illusory Success. That sucks. So this is a card of Scorpio, again ruled by Venus, showing that something that we are nurturing ourselves with is not as nourishing as we think it is. With Scorpio, something I learned recently that's actually really cool. Of all the water signs, Scorpio is still. So Pisces is the ocean. It's deep and it's always moving. Cancer is more like a river, a stream. And Scorpio is a lake. Scorpio is a deep, still lake. It doesn't move. And so then the art for the cards for Scorpio, for the cups, the water's not flowing. The water stays still. I think that's just so cool. Anyway, little aside note. So the water's not flowing, and you're currently either delusional about the success that you're getting, or it's not what you wanted, or it's not coming out how you want it to. Just like my words right now. However, in your environment is the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! Throwing cards. Alright. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. It actually has Jupiter's sigil right there in the bottom. And it's called the Lord of the Forces of Life. Jupiter is here to turn the wheel forward. If you have been law-abiding and pay attention to written and unwritten laws, Jupiter will be your friend. Jupiter will definitely help you. Jupiter brings luck and abundance and expansion. He brings you what you need in order to fulfill your soul's journey. So that's pretty great. So whatever's happening in your environment right now, it's meant to happen. It's meant to move you forward. It's meant as lessons, right? Your current inner emotions are, the Three of Pentacles. This is a great card. This is Capricorn with Mars. So Capricorn is all about order and acquiring resources and getting to work and just doing the thing, practicing, repetition, and pruning the bushes when they need to be pruned, weed whacking the lawn, putting in the time in your videos, doing study time, building your foundation. The Three of Pentacles is great. By the way, there are 2 3s so far. Yes, 2 3s so far. So that's pretty awesome. You're getting to work, Taurus, and that's what you need to do. Your final outcome? Oh, the moon. Your final outcome is hidden. Sorry, I can't tell you. Okay, so the moon is ruled by Pisces. I was just talking about Pisces, wasn't I? Pisces is the ocean. It is endlessly deep. It contains all sorts of mysteries that we as humans will take many, 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 many years to discover fully. The fact that this is the ending card in your spread really tells me that you need to dive into this whole balance act. So let me go through this real quickly, all right? You are the Fool. Not a fool, like a pity the fool, but like, you're the Fool. You've harnessed some good Mars energy. You've got that regalness about you, right? You've definitely stepped through some serious flames. That is very apparent, especially with this Queen of Wands character down here, right? You probably battled with her, duked it out, or him, right? And probably lost a lot of this material gain that you did have. Whoop. Oh, dropping more cards. Oh my goodness. And because of that battle, because duking it out with her, even though you've come very far. Oh, there's 2 7s. Wow, I just noticed that. 2 7s, 7 of Wands and 7 of Cups. So 2 3s and 2 7s. I've got a lot of double numbers and triple numbers this month for readings, like for my own personal readings and for you guys. It's kind of awesome, actually. Anyway, so right now you've had some success and that's great, but it's not enough, right? Or it doesn't feel like enough. Maybe even some of that success that you could have is being held back. Because we're in a transition time. We're learning lessons, and the things that we need to move us forward are coming for us. They just, Spirit's got their own timing. It doesn't necessarily follow what I want. I want a car. Well, Kaylee, you don't need a car right now. Therefore, I don't have a car right now. You're working hard. That's awesome. Keep doing that because in your future you do have established strength, right? So work really hard on this foundation. You're doing awesome. And in the future, I think this could also be awakening of psychic powers. I think that this could also be connecting with spirit further. There is also on the new moon another lunar eclipse. I believe it's over the 4th and 5th of July. The lunar eclipse, check out where it's falling in your chart, Taurus. Depending on what your rising sign is, that will really determine how this affects you. And maybe check out what's in Pisces in your chart as well. Just out of curiosity. Yes, alright, so, by the way, before I started filming, when I went to take out my Firey cards, this is the card that was on top, moving forward fearlessly. I just think that's so hilarious. It's just perfect. Alright, so, what do the fairies have to say to Taurus? The collective of Taurus. You... Oh, nice. Okay. So in this journey of learning to trust yourself and of trusting spirit, you're awakening your true self, and that's beautiful. So keep it up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Never. Never quit, never surrender. Unless it's a relationship that's bad for you. Then quit, surrender, get out. Okay. Alright, Taurus. From my Elder Fruit card, I made this bag. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, nice. Fehu. Fehu, Fehu, Fehu. I've been rewatching Vikings, and the soundtrack is phenomenal. Anyway, Fehu. Fehu represents cattle. It represents the wealth that we accumulate, that we can use to get things for ourselves. So, in medieval and even past times, it was cattle. A man's wealth, a farmer's wealth, was determined by the size of his herd. It was also one of the only liquid assets that they would have had. So in today's terms, that's more closer to money, but it could also indicate skills. So Fehu asks you to look at how you nurture yourself. What do you do to nurture yourself? What do you do to soothe your body and soothe your mind? How do you unwind at the end of the day? What skills do you have that you're building on that can help bring you nurturance as well. So there's a few different things to kind of look at and consider with Fehu, but generally it talks of abundance. So Fehu is here to say, to add to this message, just a slight little nudge of keep doing what you're doing and keep working on this Three of Pentacles path. Whatever work you're doing, it's great, and make sure to really nurture yourself. All right, Taurus, be gentle with yourselves, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Definitely hit like and subscribe, and let me know how this resonated for you. I'm very curious to get feedback from the community. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.